Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my Gypsy tarot reading for a Facebook friend. Alright, we are going to do the second row of cards now. So far we've picked up a little bit of a romantic energy. We've picked up an energy of passion and lust and romance. We've picked up that there's good news coming and that you will have happiness. You will have success. But then Spirit is also saying to you, you need to start getting your things in order. If there's something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been putting it off for very long, now is the right time to actually do it, to start getting it done. Because the first step is so crucial. All you really need to do is take that first step, and then half the work is already done. All right, number 6, the Coffin. Okay, so I have to tell you, every single time this card has come up in these Gypsy readings, it has come up as a card of transformation and change. So very similar to the Death card that we have in my normal Rider deck. It basically speaks about transformation and a change. So it's like one cycle is ending and another is starting. Which is why I'm saying it's a new beginning of sorts for you. It's the right time for a new beginning, seeing as it is the new year. Wow, and I feel like whatever projects you take on, whatever things you start, you will have good luck. Because you have number 33, the clover leaf. Alright, which speaks about good tidings and luck and happiness. So you have 3 cards indicating good news and happiness, which were the letter, the sun, and the clover leaf. I have to also say that with these Gypsy cards, one has to look at the surrounding cards. You cannot just read each card individually. So I have been looking out to see which cards are surrounded by negative cards versus positive cards. So basically, if you have a good card like the clover leaf or the letter or the sun, when it's surrounded by negative cards, it normally has a bittersweet type of vibe. But I'm feeling like in this case, it's mostly good news, okay? Number 25, the clouds. You see, the clouds with the dark side toward the person normally indicates a separation or divorce. Or to me, depression, darkness, sorrow, anxiety. You know, when it gets cloudy, it's like it really affects a person's mood. Well, it affects my mood at least. I mean, I like rainy weather, don't get me wrong, but if it stays really gloomy for days on end, I just can't deal. So anyway, the good news is that the light side of the card is nearer to your card or closest to your card, which basically is telling me that whatever transformation you're going through, whatever the cards are referring to, you may have to go through a bit of darkness to get to the light, or this is talking about shadow work, because literally there's a shadow right there. Or this is something to do with, I do remember the last reading I did for you, it was something about your life purpose and your calling in life. And basically you told me that you're looking into a career as a healer and a reader. Something along those lines. You were looking at doing a spiritual type career. And I said to you, according to those cards that I pulled for you, it is looking very promising indeed. And even now it's telling me that you would do well working with people and getting them to work through their darkness and through their issues to actually get to the happiness, to the bright side. It's literally also saying that whatever hardships you could be facing, always look on the bright side. I know it's cliche, always look on the bright side of life. Whenever I say that, that song starts playing in my head. But really, look on the bright side of life. Try. Number 10, the pig. Wow, the pig. It sounds terrible, but this is such a great card, okay? It is an omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance. High honors and all ambition attained. It's basically what I was talking about. So whether this is referring to the past or the present, it's basically saying that you have gone through a transformation, or you will still be going through a transformation to get to your success, to feel like you've achieved whatever you wanted to achieve, because success means something different for everyone. And it can't only be measured in monetary terms. Number 21, the stork denotes change of residence. I don't know if you're thinking of moving, or if this is talking about a figurative move, like moving from one space to another. It can mean that you're moving to a different residence, or you're moving to a better space emotionally, or you're moving to a better space in life, if that makes sense. I must say, often it does talk about literally moving to a different property or different home, but you would know. I mean, just because you're not planning it now doesn't mean it's not going to come up. It might. Wow, number 51, the lion. I haven't had this card come up often, eh? For real. You would think that it relates to the card of Leo, like the sun card or the strength card. And in a way it does. It's very similar, because it speaks about like a tower moment, so a shock, but then I'm feeling like Spirit is saying you will find the strength to actually cope with that. So I don't know, since it came out with a stork, if it's like there's a shock in terms of moving houses. This sounds like it's my damn reading. For real, it's like it's a reading for me. But no, I promise you, this is not my energy. It's just these cards very much sound like my life at the moment. So like a sudden shock, like a tower moment, but it's like for the better. What, like a bittersweet type of thing. I keep hearing bittersweet throughout this whole reading, but like something that comes as a shock, but then you have the necessary strength and courage to actually deal with it and move on. And it may be related to the change in residence, but not necessarily. Oh my word, number 47, the bride. Now, it can mean marriage, but not necessarily. So please don't take my word for it. If you've met someone new, or if the relationship is quite new, please don't just assume that this person, I wanted to say dude, that this person is like marriage material. It can mean that, all right? But basically it means the fulfillment of your highest aims when near. So whatever, as I said, whatever things you've started, whatever projects you've started, or whatever new things you've embarked on, I feel like you will have success. But then again, it could also literally mean that you're about to get married, like in the near, not quite the near future. It's in the second row of cards, so like, the problem with these cards is it doesn't really give us a time frame, but I'm seeing the number 7 a lot. I don't know if you are the type of person who would want to get married, so I can't just make assumptions and say, oh, you may end up marrying this person. But it also can signify a committed relationship. Doesn't have to mean marriage with a ring, all that. Number 40, okay, the alcohol, the wine. So there is a reason to celebrate, or you will have reason to celebrate very soon. Either with that wedding coming up, or it is success in all your ventures, okay? Because when this wine comes up, it's like a 3 of Cups energy. You know a little bit about tarot. You probably know a lot about tarot. But it's like a 3 of Cups energy. It's like celebration, friendship, get-togethers, social gathering, making a toast to life, new beginnings, things like that. So I don't know if it applies to a completely new venture, or if it's saying that something you started recently will be a success. Either way, this reading so far has been great. I mean, it has had its ups and downs, but like we said, life is up and down. Nothing is linear. It's up and down, sometimes more down than up, but basically, we always need to try and look on the bright side, no matter how hard it is or seems. Alright, stay tuned for part 3. Thanks for watching.